And there is very little chance that I will ever in my life, or most of us will ever in our life experience anything other than what is effectively a flat Earth. And the way laser sighting across large bodies of water or navigation maps for air travel, for pilots, is always the presumption of a flat Earth. It's always in the pilot manuals and on maps.
How so?
Well, if you're flying a jet at low altitude, you're not making corrections for curvature, even though you're going fast enough where you should be. And so what's actually happening there? Well, and so the idea is, look, I don't know what the world is or what the realm that we're in is, but experientially, from my perspective in life, it is nothing but it's a flat Earth.
But what about travel routes? Like, what about when they fly over Antarctica?
They don't fly over.
But you can
Antarctica.
watch the sun rise and fall.
They don't even fly from Cape down to Buenos Aires.
There's an understanding of the precession of the equinoxes.
They travel up into the other hemisphere and like land in London or something, and then travel back down whenever you're doing a flight across the Atlantic. And so, like, when you look at it on a flat Earth map, and there are plenty of them.
Satellite photographs of Earth from space.
Those are all cartoons.
What are you talking about?
I'm saying that even the NASA, the guys who actually do those composites, those are composite imagery of, listen, I am not saying that.
But it seems like you're saying that the Earth is possibly flat.
I'm saying experientially.
Right,
but
that's a scale.
From your daily...
That's a scale issue, though.
Correct.
We're a tiny little thing on an enormous thing.
Correct.
But, snipers have to calculate for the curvature of the Earth when they shoot.
Only the curvature of the landscape that they're on.
Right. Why do you think the landscape curves?
The landscape doesn't curve. It is a mountainous and uneven.
Not always.
Uneven,
no. On flat plains, you have to do the same thing. If you're making a long shot over a flat area, like if you had to shoot.
Well, then why don't pilots make adjustments?
I'm not a pilot. I don't know, but I do know that when you look at the film from the space station,
presume a flat Earth.
When you look at the film from the space station, you see an Earth that's not just round but spinning.
I see the space station, the International Space Station is actually not high enough to see curvature, and what you're seeing is the lens distortion. And
it's not high enough to see curvature when you look out into the horizon?
It's actually even, like, it's very, very close to the...
Let's look at footage from the space station of Earth. So when you see satellite images that are taken of the Earth, you think they're lying? You think there's this grand conspiracy to piece all these pictures together and turn it into a circle instead of have it flat?
All I'm saying is that's the fundamental conspiracy theory that unravels everyone.
Well, it doesn't make any sense because everything that we see in the cosmos that's a planetary body is round, including stars. So it's all round, except for small moons. Everything is round, and that's because
I'm not even certain
that space exists.
That the moon is anything more than a plasma.
Plasma.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That it's a plasma effect, a lenticular effect of some kind.
So that it's not a real thing, but it affects the tides. It is something that we have landed, at the very least, we've landed probes on.
We don't know that it affects the tides. People theorize that it affects the tides.
Footage from the space station. This is live footage from the space station.
And I'm saying that's lens curvature, and that what you're actually seeing.
Why do you think that's lens curvature?
And that what you're seeing is horizon.
So what you're talking about is like a fisheye lens.
If I'm trying to provoke you, that's what I'm saying.
Right, but let's not do that right now because I don't want you to be completely fucking insane. Because this is a round body, just like the moon, just like Mars, just like Jupiter, just like Uranus. Appears to be but in your practical life experience, you have to accept a certain amount of faith, is what I'm getting at any moment. But they understand the precession of the equinoxes. Okay, do you know that the precession of the equinoxes is how they measure the sky over a period of 26,000 years?
I see right there a little stitching, like right there.
So this would just keep going straight forever?
Do you see that line?
Yeah,
do you see that line right there? What is that?
What is that line?
Yeah, what is that line? Well, that looks like stitching to me. It looks like they've stitched together and it crosses over there through that mountain range right there.
That is weird, whatever that is. But
So by your very example, I'm just saying that you have to have a certain amount of faith in that. And on the surface, mundus vult decepi.
Well, okay. You're freaking me out. Go back to that, Jamie.